I had to start my clinic from zero 4 times. About 5 years into our clinic, we got hit with a $120,000 fine from one missed superannuation payment. It accrued and compounded over time. This was all of our savings gone.
Oh yeah. No, that's good. I get emotional listening and reading it back. Um, yeah, but I feel like when I talk to clinic owners as well, it's a really common story. There's two or three really big ups and downs in our journey. So I think that's what resonated is that maybe most of us have been through something like this in business. If we've ever had these big hits in business, the one thing you can take away is that you got to that point. Like we got to a point where we had 100K in savings, and we were really proud of that after 3 or 4 years running a clinic. So I had to remind myself that the systems and frameworks and the infrastructure we put down is what got us into that position. And that wasn't gone. It was just the money that was gone. So it took a lot of positive self-talk, and I did believe we could build it again. And I think being in a community really helped as well, because we had lots of business owners around us where similar things or worse things have happened as well. And we get the privilege of watching them rebuild.
Is there anything that you've changed about the way you think or act in your day or in your week to translate this into the actual building it better again?
There was a few reflections I had. I really lent into support of the CM community. I was asking, maybe not specifically for this, the first super bill that we got, but I just realized we have so many great business owners around us. And what's really cool is you can ask anyone for help. And when you ask anyone for help, they always help, right? It's often that we just don't ask. So that was a big thing. And I think leaning on my mentors who are predominantly online, actually, I found myself going back to Alex Hormozi a lot in the more recent period. And his origin story was, I think his business failed 3 times before he created this multi-billion-dollar thing. And he spoke in a YouTube short about having a conversation with his now wife, Layla, saying, look, you can leave me, like we're totally cool. I would understand if you left me, but I've just gone to zero for the third time. And like knowing that someone like that went through something like that, it kind of just was like sad to hear, obviously, but also buoyant because you know that people can do it again.
In terms of the super payment that accrued and compounded over time,
Mm.
what's since changed in your system to ensure nothing like that happens again? Because whether it's this or a version of, and we unfortunately hear it all too commonly, is I
Yeah.
had the unexpected tax bill.
You know how you carry your scars with you and then you become like probably hyper anxious? Like that's me now. And Andy Wen can speak to this, our awesome accountant at Clarico, but we've created an email system where he tells me everything at the end of the month. So he says, this is your IAS payment, this is your upcoming BAS payment, this is your company tax amount based on the profit for that month. This is your payroll New South Wales installment for the month. This is how much you need to put aside for leave if you want to keep a leave account separate. So that really negative experience kind of threw me into hypervigilance. And then I'm like, I need to know all these numbers month on month, and I need to go to my accountant and bookkeeper and ask for it because it's probably not normal practice to ask for it at least that frequently. Um, and I actually think we've created a great system now. And for the added cost of the time of the bookkeeper and accountant to put that together, I think it gives you peace of mind and make sure you don't miss anything. So we've become really structured and vigilant with our finances, which actually helped all 4 dot points in this post.